Here we are at 249 McCrady Drive in Richmond Hill. I feel like the blue on the house shows up a little bit darker than it is on this video. I'm right about to the property line here. Siding looks great. Roof is architectural shingle and it looks awesome. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Square footage is 1689, built in 2017. Lot size is 0.19 acres. And then we're right about, this electrical box is going to be right about the property line here. So again, the siding looks good. I know you can't see that, so I'm going to walk up here. Okay. 2-car garage, as you can see. And then, I know you're familiar with this neighborhood, but just giving you a good look around. Nice curb appeal. Gutters on the front of the house. And as you can see, this porch is big enough to sit on. And as we enter the home, we come right into an entryway which has the hallway, vaulted ceilings, you can see there. And then down this way we have some bedrooms. It is a split bedroom floor plan because the primary bedroom's on the other side of the house. So we're gonna go ahead and walk in to the main living area and then we'll come back over here. So you've got this nice board and batten right here as you walk in. French doors here on an office or bonus flex room. They've added that board and batten here as well. That vaulted ceiling carries over. You can see that slope. I'm gonna go into the corner of the room here and give you a good view to help get an idea of the size of the space. This is a decent sized space. And the only reason it's not a bedroom is because there's no closet. The floors look nice. It's got that hand scraped wood look and they look like they're in very good shape. Gas fireplace. And we have this really nice open living area. Goes into the kitchen, living, all of that. But it's in the back of the house so that you're not walking into a big open living area. Or if you're getting pizza from the delivery guy, he's not seeing all the way back into the living area. This has granite down here and as the backsplash. Just some tape to hold the rug. Kitchen island. We have granite throughout the kitchen. Tile backsplash. Deep 50-50 sink here. It's not a perfect match on the granite around the fireplace, but it's very close. Stainless steel appliances. These look to be newer. Oh, and then we have controls here. pantry. This looks like it's never even been used. Okay. Giving you an idea of cabinet depth and space. This one's a little wonky. Flip down here. And I'm not going to open all of them, but you can see you've got the exact same thing on the opposite side here. And then you're going to have the same thing here as far as space in your cabinet. And then here's the dining room. Very comfortably fits this table that seats 4 or 6 if you were to put a couple chairs at the end, but comfortably 4. Before we go outside, we're going to do the rest of the in-home tour. That way I don't bring dirty feet through their bedrooms. So going into the primary bedroom off the living area, you have this little entryway so that, again, nobody is looking directly into this bedroom if you've got people in the house. And then in the primary bedroom, we have a good amount of space, ceiling fan. Cannot lift this rug because it is underneath the bed and the dresser. So far I'm seeing that this has flat paint, so you'll see, just some things like dirty hands from the wall or on the trim. This light did not get on. Apologies. So we've got our walk-in closet here, and they did a little setup like so. And then in the primary bath, we have a soaker tub with opaque windows. So you've got some privacy, but there's still going to be plenty of light coming in. And then we've got our separate shower over here, and the commode, and a dual vanity sink. And a decent amount of counter space here too. Let's see. Countertops have cultured marble. This is a hard surface. Looks like it could just use some caulking, maintenance, general maintenance touch-ups. There is a bidet, so I'm not sure if they're taking that with them or leaving it. Shower. I noticed up on the corners, maybe where painting was done, it's a little light. Maybe they didn't get up close to the ceiling there. And then here they got too close. So you can see some wall paint up on the ceiling. So if I'm talking about flaws so far, that's about where we're at. Oh, I got one more actually. Right up here, we have a water stain. So we're gonna wanna get that figured out. My guess is it's something to do with duct work, but I am not a contractor. But that's something we can figure out. Very easy. And of course we can determine if it's dry or not, and an inspector will be able to determine if there's anything active, blah, blah, blah. But of course we'll ask, we'll get that answer, and then we will verify, because that's what we do. All right, we're gonna head to the secondary bedrooms now. So just down this hallway, we have bedroom, garage, bedroom, and then you have laundry and bathroom. There's a little cutout here added, like a home drop station where you can charge, put your phone, put your wallet, keys, what have you. Hall bath has tile on the floor, cultured marble top, so we're matching with the primary bedroom here. Under sink looks good. Those look like cling, so they'll come off easily if so. Looks like they just removed the old holder and didn't patch that spot. The walls look pretty good considering that there's kids here and it is flat paint. Front bedroom here. This looks like a queen size bed with decent sized chunky end tables. So just to give you an idea again of the space of this room, this one has a starry ceiling. Closet is going to be about the size of this wall. And then as we leave that bedroom, we're going to head into the garage. Garage looks good. This is an unfinished garage. I was going to pop the attic pull down, but it's going to hit those shelves, so I did not. And that's something that the inspector will go up and take a look at too. Water heater here. Electrical panel. We have some vents. Water shutoff is here. Garage looks good. I don't see any red flags. My guess is the HVAC unit is going to be somewhere very close by that attic entrance. And if we're looking at proximity, the master bath is going to be on the other side of this wall. So it might be from something up there. It could be just from the duct work. Obviously, like I said, we'll get that figured out. If I could have gotten that down, I could have gone up there and taken a peek for us. So bedroom 3. This is paint on the walls. It's beautiful, but if you don't like it, it's easy to paint over. And then there's some Starry Night, if you can see that. Carpets, everything looks really good. No funny smells. Coat closet just inside the garage. So again, here's that last room, and we're heading back down this hall. I'm gonna lock up as I go. Laundry room, so we have tile here. Pretty decent sized space tucked off the side. And there's a linen closet. I just see a dirty vent. So just pointing that out as I'm pointing out, potential negatives. There's a couple, spots where you're going to see little handprints or whatnot on the wall. That's pretty much been the extent of negatives. I mean, they're barely even showing up here. So this property is in really good condition. So let's go check out back. So stepping out, we have this nice screen porch with fan. I would say, if I'm gonna guess size here, I would say 10 by 10, not including that little nook right there, maybe even 8 by 10. It might be 10 by 10, including that little nook. And then this pop out for the fireplace would make it slightly smaller in that area, but it doesn't feel small. It doesn't feel like you can't sit out here and enjoy it or you'd feel cramped. And then in addition, of course, we've got this patio extension. There is a pet door here. a patio extension, gutters on the back of the house as well. Nice garden area. That curb appeal just carries all the way over. And there you can see is where the gas connection is for the fireplace. The grading is beneficial for you in this property. So we're just going to follow some of these pavers. A couple little bushes here. This is a low point, I would say, in this yard. It is that thick vinyl siding, so I'm not seeing anything warped, popped out, broken. Everything looks pretty good. And then how nice to have this little garden area giving you some privacy if you want to sit out on that porch. With you being a little higher in elevation, it makes it easy to look into other people's yards if you wanted to. Or for them to look over and see you. So that little privacy barrier is going to be very nice. So it looks like we have a patch here. It's just a patch, so that needs to have the paint matched. Very easy. Really good looking yard. Door seals looks good. It looks like they had at one time one of the magnetic screens here. And that might have been before the porch, or maybe in addition to the porch. And then as we walk through the house towards the front, and right out the front door, this is the view.